definitely, the regular combo of squirrels and toads. And the rest is up to unknown.
Alright, well, let's tell our players that they can start and we'll get this game on their way.
Yep, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the Losers Finals here. The winner of this match will be moving on to Grand Finals to be facing Xeno Akup. Waiting for the winner of this match here right now in ChipFromSpace, already getting his loadout underway here. Triple tier 1s with the Falcon Boar. Possibly a structure for his final. Yes, it is. There is the machine gun nest.
Alright, we'll see if Deadbones' core units are in fact there are the ferrets.
The
very nice
mine
prediction.
coming back. Here we
And
go.
the
This is the
fox.
same deck he used against Xeno. Here we
And
go,
mines as
guys.
well.
Game number 1 in the Losers Finals here at Clash Comrades January campaign. Deadbones versus ChipFromSpace. Here we go. Deadbones will position himself on the low ground on the south side of the map, while ChipFromSpace in the north. Now, do you think Deadbones will be rattled by the fact he's not playing Quartermaster?
A little bit. Obviously, Deadbones does believe that Quartermaster is indeed the best girl, so I think this is definitely a morale blow. Chip made sure he was very fast in the lobby to secure that Quartermaster, and even readying up in the lobby to make sure Deadbones couldn't do that instead. So definitely securing the moral victory here.
All right, so here we go. Deadbones' position is a little bit awkward, I have to say. He's immediately on the low ground, right in front of a high ground area.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
really short distance between these two bases on a rather cramped map, I would say.
Lots of mills in between both of them, so plenty of chances for mill taking from either side here. It makes me wonder how Deadbones is going to approach this map, especially with how he basically needs to just secure this high ground. ChipFromSpace he has an easy time scouting up here just because of how accessible this high ground is. So not too much Deadbones can hide until he gets a nice army size to stop Chip from exploring the backsides of the farm.
We will see the different in build orders here, with Deadbones opting to go 7 Farm Warren in all of his games against Xeno, and Chip going for 8 Farm Warren in all of his games against Classic Metal. So we will see if the 8 Farm is in fact a little bit superior with ChipFromSpace positioning. I think it will be, but it's just a bit of food, so it won't matter that much.
He also did get his second Warren down a little bit faster, and Deadbones even has a third one on the way there with his Toad Warren.
Earlier Toads than usual, but Deadbones putting down some mines already.
All right, just
On
trying
that
to think
road.
about where Chip will go. Puts it right on the road there. Perfect place for green units to take a nice little Sunday stroll over.
And also very strong to defend this high ground base that Deadbones probably is going to be looking to take very, very soon. Chip's
Also, if Chip-
expansion options are also quite good, actually.
The thing is, also, if Chip tries to approach the high ground from the left side, those mines cover that direction as well. So, Deadbones mine placement
definitely.
on the mark.
Just nicely in the middle
Ooh.
between that middle and the high
Deadbones,
ground.
Deadbones. Oh, Deadbones, he's doing it. He's going for that early fox.
That's a very early fox, and Chip will probably know that something is up. Trying to scout for Warrens back here. Only sees 3. And looks like, let's see how Chip responds.
It's not too terrible for. Oh, now he has the Falcons out in place, so now this is actually kind of a little bit dicey for Chip.
Yeah, the Falcons will come out a little bit earlier than the Fox, but then it's going to be up to Chip to make sure those Falcons don't just get sniped. And he still has to deal with these mines.
I mean, he got rid of Deadbones, but now Deadbones knows that Tier 2 Warren is now starting to come out and play. What it is, he doesn't know quite yet. That was an interesting visual bug there. He disappeared in front of my eyes. Huh.
Oh, Deadbones putting down that MG nest is going to delay his Fox a little bit. So Chip is definitely going to have a window here.
All right,
now
the
the
first
Fox
Falcon.
starts.
Yep, the first Falcon now up for ChipFromSpace.
Chip is going into another Falcon Warren, though. This might be tricky unless he just sits on this high ground and creates a screen of Tier 1, but with only one base, I don't know if he'll have enough food to keep production up.
Well, right now, just posturing his units on the front of his farm and just moving it back slightly, just in case Deadbones goes for something tricky. But both sides, it looks like they are going to be going for a very careful game here. And these are the kind of games that we've seen Chip lose on previously against Classic Meta, like when they both decided to just play it very
definitely. Deadbones obviously not gonna. He doesn't feel pressured to do anything here. He can take this expansion whenever he wants to. He has 2 MG nests to sit behind, and he has his Fox now, so Now it's playtime for Deadbones. Let's see what he can do with this.
If he
There's
can,
one lone
yeah,
toad.
there it is.
Okay.
He's roaming around with the pigeon and the fox right now. So now the fox has the good, nice high ground vision there.
He's gonna have to put these pigeons in a nice position.
Oh,
and then
how many
just
farms
start
will he
poking
take?
away.
How many will he take? Let's count. Oh, none actually. He's not even close enough. He only takes out a single toad.
Hit the
He's
commander
gonna try to get the
there,
rest of the
luring
army
him
now,
into the
going down there
toads.
into the minefield. Right into the
Ooh.
minefield. Chip loses a good number of squirrels. He's gonna retreat immediately. As Deadbones is now going to try to give chase, and Chip trying to double back here, trying to take as many as he can. The toads actually take a lot of Deadbones' own squirrels, and now he only has the fox in the front line, but the mines again! They're taking out the squirrels as
Just be
well!
very careful with this fox. Okay.
And now the fox doubling back this time, taking out the falcons. Both sides just
Chip
going
has to
back
manage
and
this
forth
very
here.
carefully. That falcon is out of position. It just reaches the high ground in time.
Oh, no pigeons for the vision there for Deadbones. So once
I would say that's not too bad for Chip, all things considered. The fox hasn't done an incredible amount of damage. The mines are down currently. Deadbones is going to start rebuilding them. Chip's got himself an
Chip
expansion, but
did
doesn't
have
any
to sell off
farms
a Falcon Warren. So
yet. Which,
he
you
is
know, falcons aren't that great against the fox to begin with. Deadbones is going to scout Chip's base and knows he has no units on it.
Ooh, he's trying to chase him down once again, but he still has some more mines, fresh mines, still on the
With
field.
This
Chip
much
has-
open ground between the two players, it is really tricky to deal with this fox right now.
Once again, this fox pressure coming from Deadbones is on point right now, forcing Chip out of position a lot of ways, although not into too many bad situations, just poking in and out at the tier 1s. Falcon's still pretty safe behind his farms there.
Yeah, Chip is on a timer here.
Ooh,
He can't
this is
really
not good,
get any
though.
farms.
The ferret is out for Deadbones, however. 2 ferrets at the ready there to try to snipe out whatever Chip may be doing. And we are at the time. The first few farms are dead. And Chip only has 2 farms. 3. He had 3 farms. Now it's only 2.
This is tricky. If Chip doesn't win with this army, I don't think he gets another one. Whereas Deadbones, he has ferrets, he has squirrels, he has a fox, he has landmines. He can just sit on this base and wait for Chip
Good
to go
news
make
is
the
that
move.
Chip does have toes, but he has to be very careful. The mines! He's right to the mines once again. Perfect detonation for Deadbones, and now he's just going to go all crazy. Chip trying to go for the mill tanking, but it's out of position. It is in no way in the line of fire of Deadbones' troops. He has to run away back. This is going to be a free mill for Deadbones now, if not even the game, really. Oh, no, he's just going to go for the jugular right now. Try to take out as many warrants as he can. Chip trying to get the reinforcements up, but he only has a few squirrels left. The fox is taken out one by one.
Nice control from Deadbones, just going for the game, and that's going to be Deadbones taking game 1 against ChipFromSpace.
Nice patience coming out from Deadbones. ChipFromSpace just reacted, unfortunately. So
I
here we
think
go.
This is a really nice poke composition from Deadbones, which I really like very much because I used to play it in November with much success, although I switched it from lizards, and you had this nice mouse-dew combination with a couple of lizards, couple of pigeons, and a fox and mines as a retreat point. I think the core strategy here is to use a fox and then retreat into mines, and the enemy really can't push you in. And if your base is well guarded, there's no way you can get that fox, right? So, and I think the Falcons were really sad from Chip from that point, and
Yeah,
but he sold and adjusted, although Deadbones' core strategy here was like really poke heavy, and you know, fox and mines just work rather well there as well.
All right, here we go.
Definitely
Game
having
number
a
2
place
right
to
now.
retreat to with those mines gives you a lot of wiggle room for the fox. We used to see balloons to cover the fox's retreat, but now these mines are a lot cheaper and they're invisible, so your opponent doesn't always know whether they exist or not. So Deadbones looking to be doing the similar thing again, not going for ferrets this time.
The exact same loadout he had from the last game here, Chip. Think about
Deadbones
this
did have
one?
ferrets in the last game, so I think he has toads instead of ferrets.
He traded out the toads for the ferrets. No, toads were ferrets?
Yes.
Toads are ferrets, okay.
Chip is taking some time to think here. Maybe wants to adjust his strategy just a little bit. Has to figure out how he wants to deal with this fox. There's a number of ways. He could go for the owl just to have a free meat shield, or he could go for an earlier push and try and just overwhelm Deadbones, or he could get
His answer, the balloon. His answer, just
it is a
snipe
good
the
answer.
fox. Get the better vision. Kill the fox if it tries to approach. But the question is, will
Needs a
Chip have
solution
the
for it.
will Chip have the time to do it? I mean, if he goes
He
for
definitely
more
had the time in the last game, but he invested into 2 Falcon Warrens, which the Falcons aren't that good at killing a fox on an open map like the one it was, so
You know what kills a fox? 2 foxes.
True.
Will he go for that? He picked the boar for his tier 3, however, so he might not go for that option. I mean,
He's
he could go for
thinking
double
long
tier
and
3.
hard. Both players might be opting to skip tier 2 altogether here, where we saw Xeno skipping tier 3 in a bunch of
Nope.
games. Okay, Chip
Alright,
is going to go
he's
for some Falcons.
Sticking with the Falcons. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2. Chip from Space versus Deadbones. Deadbones currently ahead 1-0 right now. As we get this one started underway, Deadbones to the left side and Chip from Space to the south.
There's a lot of open space. Chip doesn't have easy access to an expansion, but it is all on high ground for the most part. So
I mean,
with a good balloon or two, he could take a lot of territory control.
There's like a maze of high ground here for Chip from Space.
Yeah, he has to pick his positioning very carefully on the map like this, I think. Whereas Deadbones, he just has to worry about everything and he'll be fine.
Although, I will say, if you take a closer look at the mini-map, there's actually a space in between the trees to the north of Chip from Space that he can actually maneuver through. Just ignore the high ground completely and just go through that way.
It's definitely the shortest way between the two bases, but it is a little bit unsafe, depending on where Chip from Space decides to position his units. But we'll have to see. Still in the early game, players getting their warrens, getting their farms.
No shenanigans here with the early game right now. Chip from Space just working his way through, although he is going to be a little bit late on the squirrel timing as Deadbones opted for the 7 farm timing. So Deadbones will have some units out on the field first.
But as we saw in the last game, it didn't make a big difference.
Yeah.
Chip is going to get the second warren out a little bit faster, so in about 20 seconds from now, Chip will have more units.
Deadbones sold off the second warren. I think he gets to allow his farm to build first. So, both sides with the second warren timings, it looks like Chip actually gets his second warren faster. So, once again, both sides pretty even up on their economy and army value right now.
Chip will have a slight lead in this early game, but we'll see if Deadbones manages to get some mines down, although this isn't a great map for landmines.
There's too many routes for him to go through, really. I mean, he could try to put it on the road, which is the more ideal spots to do it, but...
He's just going to put it right up on the high ground. Probably a solid choice. And Deadbones scouting to see if Chip approaches, and then he can still sell those mines, but they are going to finish, so they're in position. We'll have to see if Chip decides to go that direction. Now, Chip actually went for a very fast board timing here. Okay,
here we go. And Deadbones has not been able to scout this out quite yet, so he is going to have a bit of advantage here. Just for sake of my mind.
What's a squirrel warren and to build his box faster? But to continue.
What time are you at? Because I might be slightly behind again for some reason.
About 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay, good. I'm there now. Well, in any case, that is a lot of mines that is being on the high ground. Chip just walks by them like,
if Uncle Butters decides, wherever Uncle Butters goes, he will run into a minefield. So this is going to be rough. Chip has to choose his path carefully.
At the very least, he'll probably use the squirrels as bait first, just to, get rid of the mines first, I guess.
And the boar was actually a little bit delayed due to Chip not having enough food, which means the fox is going to be out rather shortly, actually. By the time the boar reaches Deadbones' base, the fox is going to be up.
Yep. The question is, we've seen the boar do wonders, even though Deadbones did have that fox up, so it's all going to be about position and timing here. Deadbones is going to lose his life trying to scout things out.
If Chip somehow avoids this minefield that's surrounding his base and manages to control his board properly, he definitely has what it takes to win this engagement that's coming up.
Be very careful. He is. See, the board's out there, and Deadbones is like, "Oh shit!" At the very defensive balloon coming out from Chip from Space, but he's going to go from the south side. It looks like he's going to go very carefully.
Bringing in his toads first.
Bringing the toads.
2 mines.
There it is. All the mines are gone. Here we go.
And Chip not losing any units whatsoever, just a few toads.
Deadbones is bringing the fox over, trying to shoot off that boar, but there are too many units in the front. Now he gets a good shot at the boar, but there's so many pigeons there to heal it up. Yep. And here we go into the battle. Now the boar pours its fury onto the ground right there, and the boar is still nice and healthy. It's trying to get targeted, but a few more shots, not quite yet. The fox trying to get it. 3 HP left. The boar's still alive though, and Chip managed to escape. And now he's kind of surrounded in the very bad spot.
Very nice micro.
Oh, he's trying to chase. Oh, the fox is gone! The squirrels were able to take it out just in time, and now Deadbones does not have the money to recover the fox, and Chip
Chip has to
he's
go.
healing up his boar.
He's healing up his boar, but he needs to go sooner rather than later. Deadbone's selling his fox and trying to build up units again. There's some MG nests, but with this many squirrels from Chip,
Squirrels,
and pigeon supports.
Oh my god, this is a
It's gonna be
slaughter.
rough.
Deadbones, he's just gonna go for it. He's
Deadbone's
just
gonna
gonna
go for a base race. He's gonna go for a base race.
Oh,
He gets a
okay,
second
well,
mill.
But you know, Chip sees it in time, but will it be fast enough? There's a ton of warrens that Deadbones has to chip his way through right now. So
Ooh,
that mill
this is
should
really
be able to get
close.
up. Oh, I don't know which way to look. Right now, the first base is going to be taken down from ChipFromSpace. He's going to be taking out Deadbones' first mill. Right now, Deadbones trying to make his way into the base down there, but Chip's second mill is finished building right now. Deadbones isn't fast enough, and now Chip is going to go for it. That's GG. Deadbones calls it before it's over. Chip, what a play there, and taking the score 1-1.
Chip with the exact right control he needed to win that fight, letting the board take some shots and then pulling it back so it could get healed up again. And the fox eventually just has to, run forward and take some hits.
Yeah.
And then Deadbones ended up losing it. So really
Well,
nicely played around the mines.
While I actually thought the balloon was a rather bad pick if you went on full-on attack, I think that balloon is what saved it, because Chip really didn't buy base.
Also, Chip's reinforcements, they were constantly spawning while Deadbones was trying to get in focus fire on the mill. So I think even if the balloon wasn't there, Chip would have been fine. But it would definitely been a lot closer game if that balloon hadn't existed.
Yeah, because the Deadbones base mill went up without much problems, while the Chip didn't have a extra base nor building. So if Chip would have lost that base, it would be gained. And the balloon kind of helped him after all.
Chip's going to stick to the same composition here.
Yep. You know what they say? Don't fix what ain't broke. ChipFromSpace
Deadbones
really loves it.
bringing barbed wire. I'd like to focus your attention on that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Taking a page out of CM's book here.
Because the barbed wire is definitely going to stop any kind of squirrel aggression that ChipFromSpace manages to put up.
The boar, man. Well, let's figure out, see if we can do any good for Deadbones. Right now, the series is tied 1-1 here. Deadbones to the west and ChipFromSpace to the east. And a nice open playing field here. This is as open as it gets, folks.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mirror from the previous game, where Deadbones was out in the open, and now Chip is out in the open, but Chip does have an easier expansion to take here.
But Deadbones can just build all over that high ground. His mill is in the perfect position to just get a nice little area up there. Nice little
If we'd been 3 months ago, this would be an easy win for Deadbones with just balloons and artillery, but he doesn't play that anymore. So I think he still has a good edge with artillery, not with artillery, but with mines and barbed wire. But we'll see how this game plays out.
Rest in peace, artillery. Rest in peace.
It was an interesting time.
It was a fun time for Deadbones, I have to say. But
True.
right now, both sides going for their timings once again. Same as usual, just making sure they get the units onto the field.
Yep, both players sticking to what they've been doing in the previous 2 games. 7 farm warren for Deadbones, 8 farm warren for Chip.
Right now, it's going to be very interesting to see how the barbed wire is going to be used here. Big open playing field, so Deadbones has to be pretty strategic about his barbed wire and mine placement.
Well, I assume he's going to take the base to the south of his starting base and then start fortifying that position, because it is on like another tier of high ground.
He hasn't committed to anything quite yet, just getting his early units onto the field first of all. A little interesting little high ground placement there, right in front of that Chip walked up onto. That is a very weird mount. That is a very weird hill. It has slopes,
probably...
it has slopes, but it doesn't have like a flat top, so...
Yeah, that might be a slight terrain generation bug.
There it is, folks. In the meantime, ChipFromSpace, again, both sides going to army. Actually, let's get the toads out first.
Okay, there's not going to be a 2-minute war, but it is going to be some toads instead. Unless he decides to sell some squirrels.
Imagine if it was a 2-minute war, though.
Well, that's what we saw last game. And looks like it's going to be Deadbones with the 2.5-minute fox.
Yep, there it is. Although ChipFromSpace is...
Oh, not going to scout it just yet.
Can you find it? Yeah, there he goes. He finds it.
All right.
Chip. Cheeky little bugger.
Going with the dance on the fox warren. Making sure it's tier 3, probably.
He's like, I see you building this right here, man. I see you.
Right, so he knows he has to deal with something. Deadbones
And
immediately
Deadbones-
putting down a bunch of mines. Yeah,
It's
nice
like,
play.
oh crap, he sees it now to just reinforce the hell out of this area.
There is an angle for Chip, and I think he realizes it because Deadbones can't build mines on these farms. Oh,
Nope.
Oh, I like it. Chip realizes he can circumvent everything, but Deadbones
Oh, he
is going
sees
to scout
it! He sees the toad though! He sees the toad running around!
Oh, but this
no!
barn is going to go down.
There's no fox! No fox for Deadbones! And now we're reforced into a fight right now! Deadbones and ChipFromSpace attacking from the south side. In the meantime, the mines are going to be exploded from the other side thanks to the reinforcements of toads.
Oh, but Chip
Oh,
is going
in
to
the
lose a
meantime-
lot of things here.
He's going to
When
try to
the
attack
mines-
from the high ground. Oh, he has a vision! He's giving his squirrels the vision! Now they're attacking from all sides now! And
ChipFromSpace.
Deadbones loses out the fight!
This is a wonderful play from Chip, just reading
Oh
this
my
one perfectly.
gosh! He found that one hole in Deadbones' line! Oh,
The
barbed wire doesn't matter
reinforcements-
anymore. Although, it
Reinforcements
looks
from
like
Chip do get taken out by the line of mines, so... Okay, Deadbones stabilizes, but losing that Fox Warren, definitely not
It's
what he wanted to
big.
do there.
that is a huge tempo loss for Deadbones, and now ChipFromSpace. He has actually more army value than Deadbones by one Warren now, and he's just going to go back for some more attacks. He's having his units almost at the ready. Deadbones doesn't even have any other mines or barbed wire in the field. He has to save the money for reinforcements now.
Both players are more or less
He's like,
even.
okay, screw that area. I'm going to put mines over here this time.
Well, one tile of barbed wire could have solved his problem, but Deadbones maybe not have realized that there was a way through that map there.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, look what you have to do. Always look at that mini map. Always look at the mini map.
I should repeat, Deadbones couldn't have built barbed wire there because it wasn't in his territory. He only now gets that
Yeah,
mill,
true,
so
but it's
would
like,
have been have to be a landmine.
you can put mines there at the very least. So.
True. But
Well,
maybe
in any
not
case-
expecting Chip to go through there. But now, yeah, Deadbones is
Oh,
going to take...
Chip has the board now. He has the time. He has the space. He has the food. Here comes Mr. Butter on its way. And Chip actually is taking a third expansion right now.
Yeah, it looks like the boar is going to be right on time. Deadbones is going to take a small lead in economy with these farms going up. But Chip has the food to get some farms once Uncle Butters is on his way. And Deadbones will not have a fox anytime soon.
I'm just going back to when Chip was just dancing on top of that foxhorn as it was building. Like, he knew what he was going to do next. And just, it worked out so perfectly for Chip. Now, thing is here, Deadbones has sort of stabilized himself, although we do see those first initial farms go dead for both sides. So they're probably going to take the time just to make sure they get their economy back up and running. And recover
Chip,
from the initial 5 minutes.
despite having this early boar, I don't know if he can push too well with it because of this obscene amount of defense that Deadbones is laying down. There ever was trench warfare. This is a hill that Chip has to somehow assault.
I mean,
Unless he waits it out.
he has 3 expansions to build farms on, so he could just sit back and just out-farm Deadbones.
Yes, but Chip's map is very exploitable for a fox, so he would have to invest in balloons as well. But Chip is going to look for another angle. He
Oh
says,
my gosh, he
"Fuck you,
found
all
it! He did it again!
And he's going to go for it.
Deadbones! You gotta look,
Ooh.
pay attention! Oh, but his rest of the units are going to the other side, so not quite the most successful thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be good enough because his toads exploded on a war and is having some trouble with his units.
Yep, he's
Here
gonna
comes the
lose
boar.
some squirrels to the barbed wire, but his boar now on the front lines, a little bit too far out on the front lines. Don't want to lose that boar
Boar
too fast. Oh,
mismanaged
being
a
chased
little bit
down. Ooh.
Okay,
That
that's
was
not
a
going
bit
to
of
catch up.
Pathing issue by Chip, and now he's gonna pay for it. He loses all his squirrels now, and
That
Deadbones
is not what he wanted to do.
holds.
Oh, what happened is the board didn't have a place to stand, so it couldn't fire, so it had to move forward in order to fire.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Okay, so now
Well,
Deadbones.
Deadbones,
Chip doesn't have pigeons, so this board is going to take forever to heal up.
he's gonna try his best to get his board into position, but maybe too far in the front. Oh, he's actually taking out a lot of squirrels. Like, he takes out about half the number there. But he has to be very careful as Deadbones is
Chip
now
has-
pecking away at him.
Chip doesn't really have the warrants to do this, and with no pigeons, this boar is just not going to be able to heal up.
Oh, he's trying
It's
best to
gonna be
keep
so
that
close.
boar alive. He's trying his best. He's losing a lot of farm, though, and Deadbones is just continuing to apply the pressure here. Chip has to be very careful. Oh, he does lose that mill, and now he's actually in starvation mode. He's going to lose the boar as well. Oh, what an error from Chip.
That is, yeah, going for that very narrow pathway. The boar just didn't have a position to fire from, so it had to run forward in order to actually attack. And despite a really strong showing from Chip taking out the Fox War, and he's still going to lose this game to Deadbones eventually. Putting Deadbones ahead
That
2-1.
That is like the worst thing that could happen to you. Just not like
First time
real
I've
life.
seen like Squirrel Ball chasing down the board down the field. Like, come here, boy. We want to fight you like really bad. Come here.
The squirrel ball was like what costed Chip that game. Like his own squirrels blocked the board from making his way forward. Oh, what a tragedy that was.
Yeah, but what about Deadbone's scouting skills? Like, you can make mistake once, right? Twice?
True.
Having like a barbed wire, you know, like you can cover all those tiny one-tile exits pretty well without problems, but you're not gonna place barbed wire there, you know?
Whoops. I mean, there's so much space out in front of you. Why wouldn't you use that over there? You mean, you know, we'll go for the side lane pushes, you know, other than Chip.
Whew. That was a game.
Lizards! Lizards! Deadbone has picked lizards!
Oh my gosh, triple tier 1s from Deadbones. This is... What? All tier
And
1s
an
in the
MG
Fox.
nest.
What is
He's
what is
gambling
Deadbones?
whether the barbed wire, he doesn't think the barbed wire will work again.
Well,
But
here
Chip
we go.
has beat him in that.
Game number 4, guys. It took a very unexpected turn last game. And now Chip definitely has much more room for his board to maneuver around. So hopefully that won't happen again.
Alright, we do have Deadbones 2D in northwest of the map, and Chip all the way in the east. We'll see. Chip doesn't have that much space to build warrens on initially, so he will have to push out and secure some more territory if he wants to keep his army numbers up to par.
That south side of the map is going to be very interesting indeed. I'm very curious if either side will want to use it as a backdoor attempt. It is a very long
I guess
path.
there is. Yeah, there's a long path with a bit of a road, but a lot of water, so it is going to be tricky. Chip could have some very safe bases here, but then if Deadbones gets that fox out, then that's not really safe anymore.
Both sides just need to control that high ground little sandbar area right outside their bases here.
It's Rush, guys, by the way.
There's actually Deadbones going for the Lizard Rush. 6 farm, 2 warrens.
Oh boy.
Chip does have an MG nest.
Oh,
2
he
MG
knows.
nests. All
he
of
sees
that.
this
Yeah,
happen.
this map is very hard to rush.
Deadbone's going to try. He's going to try. He has 2 lizards
There's
at
a
the ready.
slight angle.
Oh, it's not in the range of the machine gun. Well, now it is. And now that lizard's
so,
dead.
okay. That lizard
Well,
is dead.
He tried.
And
He
there's
tried.
another lizard dead.
Well, that's
Alright.
the third. That's an unfortunate third lizard dead. If he
The
actually
rush
died there,
is
that would have been
over.
the 4th lizard. Well,
As it stands, Chip with a slight economy lead, reading the rush just in time, putting down the machine gun nests. Thankfully, his base only has 1 entrance, so Chip managing to hold here. So now Deadbones has these lizards, and we'll see if he manages to do more with them.
I mean, all Chip has to do is get to... Oh, what are you
That's
doing,
a mill.
Deadbones?
Well, this is also a containable map, technically, for Chip, because if Chip... he only has so many places to build on. So
True.
potentially, Deadbones could make a play here, though it would be kind of risky.
He is going for that container attempt. He grabs that early... He grabs a different ward instead. Sells the first one, grabs the second one up in the north, slightly to the north. And now it's starting to put down mines all over the field again. And Chip...
Yeah, Deadbones is going to go for the contain play here. Ooh, Chip actually has some space in the back, though
Yep.
there is... Okay, there's a small space for a warren, so
Yeah.
there is some
Kills off Deadbones.
unscoutable warren there. This is rough.
All right, well, he has to be a little bit careful now. Definitely mines on the field, and Deadbones is starting to build up his tier 1 army. Although Chip, I mean, he has toads in his composition, so I'm not too afraid for him. The only worry is that what happens... Oh, well...
It is going to be another ball push.
Okay, who cares about toads? I have a boar.
Exactly.
And
So
This time,
Deadbones...
because Deadbones is committing to this kind of push, he's not going to get that Fox timing out in time.
Oh no, there is not going to be a fox anytime soon. And if it does, then...
Oh, he can't scout it! He can't scout it! It is
He
forever...
does... Yeah, Deadbones did see it. He scouted it.
Oh, he
knows
did
there is a
see it,
tier 3.
okay.
Yes,
Oh, he was
just about. Because he can see across the high ground.
Yeah, just saw it on the periphery there, but I mean, he can't really. Well, he's trying to respond with the Fox, but the mill is just about finished building very soon. There it is, and he
Chip
is
using all of the available space. Scouts
just
has a
putting
bunch
down.
of mines on that end, but those mines aren't going to do much if Chip goes for the other way, and if there's mines coming up for Deadbones there, Chip can just deny them quite easily with his squirrels.
Deadbones
So
just
this
trying
ball
to
push is going to be scary.
He is just trying to contain as much as possible. Deadbones
Honestly,
does have
I
the food for
think
the
these
Fox.
6 landmines on the high ground might be a mistake for Deadbones. That's 120 food that he doesn't have in a different place. Chip probably wants to try and deny these mines. Does get one of them? Okay. Can't quite do
He's
it.
trying to. He also has
There's
a
still
vision.
a way through, which is what's important here. The boar is going to finish here.
Alright, the boar is up and about, ready to go.
This is it for Chip. He has to break this.
He's gonna go for, puts out some machine gun nests for defense just in case things go badly here. But here they go,
Oh,
bring out the
okay.
toad to the high ground
Just
just to
want to
make
get
sure.
the high ground, apparently.
Yeah, he wants to clear out the mines. Clearing out his toad there to do the damage.
Still quite a few mines.
He's gonna grab
Okay.
that mill also. So gonna be
Okay.
a bit of mill taking possibilities for Chip.
Oh, the fox is out already, though.
Alright, has to be a little bit careful with this one. Cannot let his boar get sniped. Alright, there it is. Behind enemy lines now, and it's also on the high ground, so the machine gun nests aren't gonna do diddly.
Ooh. This is rough. Chip has to make up his mind what he wants to do now. Machine gun nests, they're okay, but Chip is going to lose some stuff here.
Machine gun nest is making things a little bit tough for Deadbones. Deadbones going to wrap his way around to the other side, though, trying to snipe his way through. But here comes the army of Chip from space trying to chase down this fox. Oh, this fox is getting chipped down little by little, though. It has to be a little bit careful. And now...
It's on the road, so now Deadbones has all this army up. Chip, this boar has to really do a good job here in order for this to work.
Just biding their time, waiting for a good opportunity to attack. The toads are going to go in, though. The lizard taking out immediately. And now here we go, trying to ignore the fox. I'm going to try and get rid of all the tier 1s as much as possible. And it does do a pretty good job of taking out a good chunk of Deadbones' army. Although now he has to make sure he keeps this boar alive. Oh, one more shot! Oh, it's on 1 HP!
Alright, Chip is probably he's still in a really bad spot here. This contained play from Deadbones, he only took this one farm early and added on a second one just now, but I think it's going to be good enough.
Right now, Deadbones, he has plenty of room to go for expansions here, looking for any stray ones that Chip may have taken. Now, has to be very careful here. Trying to heal up his boar in time for the next fight, but it is going to take a little bit of time. Boar has a lot of HP to fill up. Now,
Deadbones hasn't replaced his landmines, but he does have a lot of squirrels, lizards, and this fox.
He has like no money, so if this fox dies, it's over for him. So
both
you have
players
to be
are
very careful.
Really low economy now. Deadbones does have the lead, and he can expand or can add on more farms.
I mean, a play for Chip could be just to go south to try to get a thing, but Deadbones already positioning himself on that high ground there to prevent such a thing from happening. Now here we go. Could be in here for another fight. Deadbones posturing himself on the high ground once again, and Chip just trying to decide what he wants to do here.
Well, it's going to have to be something with a boar. He has on one farm, so Starvation is going to tick in soon, and looks like it's
here
time
we
to
go. The boar on the front lines here, trying to take some shots right now. Meanwhile, the lizard's coming in for the sidelines. The boar now taking some big damage here. Has to be very careful. One more shot for the fox. It's gone. The boar is gone for the field. Deadbones now making his way over to the high ground right now. Trying to chip away those machine gun nets. In the meantime, the final farm almost being taken out. There it is.
That's
It's
gonna be the
gone.
game.
That is game.
The lizard flank from Deadbones surrounding that boar. He had positioned him at the top of the map, and yeah, Chip ran into that, and the Deadbones came from the top, and that's going to be Deadbones taking the series.
What a series.